What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's had an excellent week. Jets, Vikings in London on Sunday morning, which is going to be interesting on so many levels. You have the Sam Darnold factor. You have the Jets coming off a terrible loss. You have all the hype around Salah's job and the Devontae Adams potential trade. And you have no idea what to expect. And as you do this preview, you have the Jet fan in you that says after a game like last week, they look so terrible, they can come out this Sunday and play lights out and it wouldn't surprise you. Or they can come out on Sunday and play like they're zombies and get blown out and it wouldn't surprise you. So really, it's like, what kind of team do you expect to show up on Sunday? And to me, I guess you're counting on the leadership of Aaron Rodgers and Tyron Smith and, CJ Mosley, even though he's probably not going to play, to rally the troops and be like, listen, the season's far from over. It's a turnip. You got to just bounce back with a big-time effort because you don't want this losing streak to spiral. So on offense, the Jets are going to have their hands full as the Vikings under Brian Flores are ridiculously aggressive. They lead the NFL in sacks. I think it's like 17 sacks. And they will absolutely smack you around, especially if the Jets play sloppy like they did last week. The communication on the line is going to be much better. The blitz pickup, much better. Cleaner, crisper routes. Catch the football. No fumbles. You've got to clean up your entire operations, as Sal calls it. But it starts with the offensive line. And you got to figure the Vikings are going to attack Olu, who's still getting used to playing right tackle. I put two running backs in the backfield, which they should do anyway with Allen and Brees, just for the sake of the element of surprise and changing things up. Maybe have another tight end in there. You got to really shore up your offensive line and your protection because Aaron Rodgers is already banged up. You don't want him taking endless hits. You don't want another 5 sacks and 14 hits. You just can't afford to, or this guy's not going to last a season. So protection, important. In terms of play calling, it cannot be, like we say every week, run, third and long pass. You got to change it up. The Jets' quick passing game wasn't even there last week. Use Brees Hall out of the backfield. Get Braylon Allen involved. Get Conklin involved. But do this earlier on. Garrett Wilson in the slot. Get him there. Change it up. And here's an idea. Even though nobody wants to use Corley, try using him with a sweep. Use all the weapons. Take shots downfield. Don't be scared to use Mike Williams and his athletic ability. Take shots downfield, open things up. You have to do it at this point. You cannot play timid, you cannot play conservative, and you cannot play scared, or you're going to get blown out of the building. Defensively, the Jets are going to have a real challenge here as Sam Darnold is playing excellent football. And a lot of Jet fans are talking about, what could have been. Listen, I'm happy for Sam. Not for Sunday, but it's great to see after all he's been through, he's turned it around and having a good career for himself with the Minnesota Vikings. He's spreading the ball around. He's got excellent weapons. But it starts with their offensive line. And now here's where the Jets are going to have their challenge. Can they generate a pass rush? Can they dominate the line of scrimmage or make an impact on the line of scrimmage, which hasn't happened? Last week against the Broncos, they had a very conservative defensive approach. And when the game was on the line, the Broncos ran the ball down their throat. So it starts with the middle. Kinlaw, Quinnen Williams, Solomon Thomas, Michael Clemens. All of these guys got to do a much better job of setting the edge and stopping Aaron Jones. And you can't let the Vikings be multidimensional. If Aaron Jones gets going, you're going to open a play-action pass, and with the weapons they have, they're going to light you up. So there you start there. Then you've got to hit Sam Darnold. And, if Will McDonald, hopefully, first off, can stay on sides this time, can't have all these pre-snap penalties on both sides of the ball, but especially defensively. Can't have the big personal fouls, can't have all these pre-snap penalties or the 5-yard penalties for stupidity because you don't want to give a short field or you don't want to extend their drive. So if Will McDonald can't generate a consistent pass rush, you have to blitz. I would sell out and try to smack Sam around. You have to. Get him off his spot, make him uncomfortable, because you give him time, you're going to get torched. In terms of coverage, everybody knows what Justin Jefferson is. He's a phenomenal talent, the best receiver in football. I'd have Sauce Gardner travel with him. I wouldn't even try to get cute here. You got to account for Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones out in the backfield. So a lot of things you need to do. You need to shore up your tackling as well because last week was sloppy as hell with just a half-ass effort. So the Jets have their hands full. Like I said, as a fan, I don't know what to expect here. I'm hoping that you flush the last game and they come back with a big-time effort because they don't, they're going to get embarrassed. And then Tuesday or Monday is going to be a complete mess with this team where people are going to call on for Salah to get fired and what are we doing and everything else. Special teams, you got to hope Zerline, that was an anomaly that he missed that kick, and I think he's been shaky since the preseason. You don't get that sense of you used to have that confidence where, it's a foregone conclusion he's going to make it. He hasn't done that. They got to be better on returns and return coverage. It's a lot of things they got to clean up here, man. And I'm being kind of hard on them because last week's effort was putrid. So you're only as good as your last performance. So, coming off the Patriot game, we thought they were a very good team. Now we're questioning them on and off the field. But you know what your recipe is here. In terms of score prediction, I genuinely have absolutely no idea. I don't. I want to buy into this Jets team and think that they're going to rally the troops and they're going to, Saleh's talking kind of confident in his press conference today, which I wish he'd just shut up at this point. Like, you're one bad loss away from probably getting run out of town. At this point, it's nice to have confidence, but show your confidence on the field with an aggressive game plan. Blitz, take shots downfield. Like, come out with a really prepared team, and then you flex. Like, don't try to talk yourself into believing in yourself. Just do it. Man, I'm going to go with against what I truly believe. I'm going to say the Jets find a way to sneak this one out. And with absolutely no conviction whatsoever, I wouldn't bet this game. I wouldn't touch this game. To me, this is the kind of game the Jets win and surprise everybody. And they come out and just be like, all right, this is who we are. And then we're like all happy again. If not, the stream's going to be a mess. I'm going to be a mess because I've been pissed off all week long. I'll say 28-24 Jets. And again, if you're a betting person, don't trust me whatsoever because I hate this kind of stuff. I just don't know what to expect. Like, a part of me could say, you know what, they're going to lose 31-10 and Aaron Rodgers goes off the rails and just starts bitching and complaining about everybody else and the whole cadence thing comes back. But you've got to figure with his leadership, they're going to clean a lot of things up and clean it up fast. If not, this is going to be a really long season. Then you had the Bills the following week, the Steelers, and then you don't know what happens. But I do know this. Get the Davante Adams deal done by Tuesday because I don't want any excuses for anybody. No more scapegoats, no more excuses. Give Saleh max potential to win and see what happens. I'll talk to you guys later.